That's true.
Hi, Talia.
Hi, Talia.
Hey, Talia, you need to tell us if you can hear us good.
Yeah. Comment below if you can hear us and if you can see us. Really good. I like your picture, Talia. You're blonde.
I know she's got blonde hair.
Super cute. She was our one person waiting. It was Talia.
She was early. I'm so proud of you.
We were like, is that Talia? She's like 9 minutes early. Apparently you were. We're so proud of you. No,
That's
just
so
come to
cute.
church tomorrow. We will wheelchair you in if you want us to. Megan should also be getting on soon. I'm going to check and see.
She's not responding.
Talia just left us. She just left us up. She's probably gone to get snacks or something. She just left us on live.
Wait, it says one is watching again. Maybe she left for a second.
I was going to say, she hasn't commented anything in the chat yet, so.
Are your Facebook notifications off?
Connect to comment. Oh, I guess I have to connect. Hold on, we have a problem. I can't, it says I can't comment on the chat. It says join the chat, and so when I hit it, it says I can't. I don't know why. Hold on.
It might just only be me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think only you can see the comments.
Yeah, I think so.
Nope. Oh, Gwen is here. Hi. Yay! I hope our sprints are as fun as yours.
They're not gonna be. She's way funnier.
So fun. I'll just have to pick on Wendy so we can get Gwen and Keisha vibes.
Listen, I just have to say that I am not someone who likes going live because it's terrifying.
I find it
we've never done this.
So, funny story. I actually like to be live more. It's more calming to me than to pre-record a YouTube video. Wendy's so chill in all of her videos, like she's just done it for a million years. But for me, I'm more myself in lives. So when I made my first couple YouTube videos, I was like super like statuey and like really quiet and not normal because I was so nervous. And I was just like, hallelujah, blah, blah, blah. But in lives, I feel like I'm just more chill.
That's funny. I feel like
you're opposite.
Well, okay, my first video was
y'all are too
pretty bad. My first video was pretty bad. Oh, hi,
Yvette. You're here too. Yay!
I do. Okay, so this is my husband. He is wanting to do a YouTube channel too. So I did not purchase this mic. He had this already set up for his videos, and it just happened to work out for this.
I know. I kind of feel like you look really official, and then I'm just here with like no headphones, no microphone.
Yeah, but you look relaxed.
I am. I'm on my couch. I actually was in front of my bookshelf being cute with my book background, but then my back hurts so bad I have to be on my reclining couch. Wendy's ready to come on my podcast is what I'm hearing. Ooh, me too, but I don't have a cool mic.
Ooh, what's that red tiger spout? I've never heard of that.
Megan's here, our bestie.
So, funny story. You would think I would be prepared for this sprint I've known about for like a week straight, and I didn't charge my Kindle. So it's dead. So I was going to be reading Red Rising, which I only have like 10 days from the library. I feel kind of stressed about it. But I'm going to be reading The Bodyguard. I'm late to the game on this one. Leah, what are you reading?
I'm reading Crown of Midnight. I'm reading Throne of Glass finally. Wendy has been on me for, I don't know, like 3 or 4 months. You better read it. And I finally got through Throne of Glass last night, and I loved it. Selena is my all-time favorite, and so I'm on Crown of Midnight. If Keisha's watching, I hope I don't read it like you did. Hopefully it's better. Reading
also, let us know if there's any echoes. We were worried about that.
Talia says she's reading Final Girls, and I'm wondering, is that Riley Sager?
I think ready to come on your podcast. I don't know about that. No, I do. Okay, so the sprints are really fun, and I do want to do them more so that I get used to it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know what it is about going live. It just makes me feel, because I can't edit anything out. So if I say something stupid, it's, like, over.
See, I'm opposite because I'm a perfectionist and I know I can't edit it. There's freedom in knowing like whatever happens, happens. And like for me, if I make a YouTube video, I want to make it so perfect that I have to redo it a million times. So I already go into it knowing I'm going to have to redo this 15 times before I like it. That's why I don't put out as many videos as you because you're just better at like, hey, one take and I'm done. But I feel like I have to over edit it and it's frustrating.
So
What
Yvette just finished, what was the oh, you just did the tandem read, didn't you? So she's also been reading Throne of Glass. I've been watching her
oh,
ratings.
who has?
Yvette.
Oh, fun! Cool. We
Hey,
can
let me know if I'm saying your name right, because sometimes I worry that I'm mispronouncing it.
I feel
And
like
then
I give it
Talia's reading Final Girls. Is that Riley Sager?
yeah, that's Riley Sager. I think it has like a pink cover or something.
Oh, I know. I love Catherine Center.
Catherine Center is the best. Did you guys know that Catherine Center put out a giveaway type thing to where if you send her your address in an envelope, she will mail you back. I think it's like a bookmark, right, from her newest book,
Yes.
Rom-Commerce. So she's so sweet. She literally put her address on Instagram.
I'm like, she's gonna get so much bad mail from, like, weirdos.
I already felt like
What
I was
well, okay, it was a PO box, but
It was a
still.
PO box, but I still feel like she's gonna get flooded. She's
I'm
gonna
like
get
I'm like Catherine Center's biggest fan,
me too.
and as soon as I saw her put that on her live, I, like, ran to the mail.
Me too. I just you know what I did? I got super fangirly and I got like a card that was like a thank you card. I'm like, "Thank you for all your books. You're so nice
Yvette.
and supportive."
She
Did she
said it's
say
pronounced Yvette.
oh, I was calling
Yeah,
her
see, I butcher names all of the time, so
Yvette.
don't be offended. I'm
Megan said
terrible.
she's reading The Gray Shear. I've heard that's really good. It's kind of like Hunger Games meets The Handmaiden's Tale, is what she told me. So I feel like you can't go wrong with that.
I definitely wanna read that one.
Me too. I feel like that
Okay,
looks
I'm
really
so
cool.
going live.
I wonder
Leah's much better about it. She's been doing lives for, like, over a year. We, have a women's ministry at our church, and she did so many lives that I feel like she's just a pro.
I don't know why, but I feel like lives just make me feel like I'm talking to somebody, but where I'm doing a video, a YouTube video, I feel like it has to be super professional. What is Red Tigress? I'm excited. I guess I should read these with you as you're pulling them up. I've never done one of these before. I'm just here for support. Thank you, Megan.
She is. Okay, that's our best friend, by the way, guys.
Yep, that's Maggie.
And she never gets on YouTube or
Never.
Sprints,
And she
but
never watches YouTube videos, but she watches all of ours because she
we
loves
asked her to, because we said, "What if nobody shows up? We need you to be there so we don't look dumb."
we don't what'd you say? Leah Karen did? What? I have to know what you mean. I'm gonna die.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
we'll have
we're
to get to a
behind a
list
little
here.
bit. The
Red
sequel to
Tigress.
Blood Heir. Gosh,
Ooh.
I don't even know what Blood Heir is.
I
Who's the
don't
author?
either. I need to look this
I'm
up.
behind.
Blood Air. I think is that Jennifer
Yeah,
Armentrout?
look that up. See if I need to add it to my want
Okay,
to
Blood
read.
Air. I'm like totally wrong. Oh my
I have,
gosh,
like
I have this book on my shelf.
do you?
Oh
Show
my
me the
god.
picture.
Okay, hold on. I'm
I
pulling.
have, like, 500 books on my, Goodreads.
It's by Emily or Emily Win Zhao. Like it's a very
Oh, I'm adding that right now.
yeah, I have this actually on my shelf. I got it from the library. So very exciting, Yvette. We're gonna have to read that together. Okay.
Also, we both have kids, so if any of them run around and make noise, you'll have to just excuse us.
My kids are actually still awake and they're having a hard time being quiet. So I just figured it was fine. Okay, now I know what she means by I Karen'd it. So
What?
basically, she's saying that I Karen'd
Oh,
it Catherine Center. I'm the type of person, and I did this to Gwen today actually. I have major FOMO, and I've done this on, I don't know, sprints. I've done this on like, I don't trains, everything. If I miss information, I go straight to the source and I'm like, listen, Gwen, I wrote you today on the night owl thing. I was like, I want to be on your sprints. And Wendy's like, just go
she
back and
will.
find when they talked about it. And I'm like, no, I'm going to write her directly. And I've done that
Oh,
with,
hi, Hannah.
hi, Hannah. Yay.
I well, Leah missed out, but I was just on one of Hannah's sprints, like, a week or
Oh,
2 ago, and she is so sweet.
She always
I
tells
love
me that
her
you guys
channel.
are the best. I love your channel too. I think it's awesome. You guys do such a great job.
The
Actually,
tandem read was the best. I love the tandem read.
so the tandem read meaning you are reading which one? Blood Air?
Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storm.
Okay.
She's
So,
been blowing through, like, I've never seen someone read talk so fast. Like, I've been
holy
watching her on
crap.
Goodreads just, like,
Yvette,
fly through them.
what is your secret, Yvette? Tell me.
It took me, like, 3 or 4 months what she's done in, like, 2 weeks.
I'll be honest with you, it took me 8 days to read Throne of Glass because I felt like I was devouring it too quickly, and then I wanted to slow down and, like, get all of the symbolism and, like, plot twists and everything really good. Hi, lovely lady. So excited to
Aw, my
watch
lucky
you guys
charm.
doing these. I'm trying to finish my Lucky Charm. Like, oh,
Oh, the
I have
beach?
heard of that. Courtney
I'm
Wall.
jealous.
I know. I'm jealous too. What beach are you going to, Hannah? I want to go to the beach. I have all the
Oh,
good
I missed it.
all the friends on here. The secret, I don't have a life. Okay, here's the thing, Yvette. This is a really good point. Okay, I never get as much reading or YouTube videos out as Wendy because she is really good about staying home and doing her life.
She homeschools, okay? I don't homeschool.
Like, I feel like even though I homeschool, I go out all the time. Are you talking about Yvette
She
homeschools
does.
or
No,
okay.
you. But,
Me.
like, my kids go to school, so I do a lot of my recording when they're at school. But I have I have a almost 2-year-old, and I
Mhm.
have to do it while she is taking a nap.
I just never stay home. I'm a busybody. I like
Aw.
to go all the time. And so also single. So, oh, really? Man, if I didn't have Tyler, I'd get a lot of reading done. Leah
Oh,
has no
yeah,
clue
because
either.
our husbands need attention.
Like, I'll be reading and then Tyler will be like, "Oh, the dishes? Like, were
Leah
they
has no
done?"
chill ever. That's true. Accurate.
I am somebody who, if I don't leave my house one time per day, I'm just not happy about it.
Like, in the summer, she'll be, like, at a water park in the morning, and then, I don't know,
But
horseback
not
riding
like
in
a
the evening.
full That's
It's
actually been
like
one of my days.
it's
One
literally,
day
like,
you're not kidding.
her
One
life.
day I did a water park in PA, came home, and I think we did a pool with Susanna, and then we went horseback riding. So in one day I did like 3 things. And then I would complain to Wendy and be like, "I'm so tired," or Megan, and they're like, "You're literally never resting. Like, calm down,
No.
stop it."
I was like, "Wonder why you're tired."
Does anybody else have that gene where they're like, I don't know, Hannah, Gwen, somebody back me up, where they like have to go all the time and they cannot like stay home and chill. Like if it's a rainy day, even I'm like, ugh, I need to go to the trampoline park or do something like go to the mall.
I'm to Leah.
No, just you. I'm like not a normal adult. I just want to have fun all the time like a kid. Nope, just you.
You guys will figure out real quick who are our real friends in the chat
Yeah,
because
they're because they know us.
'cause they're gonna be the ones calling us out.
Megan says, "Give me a blanket, a book, or Netflix. I'm good for days." Okay, Megan, when I first met her, she was a big homebody and she stayed home all the time. And now, whenever I talk to her, she's always out because her kids are in like softball extraordinaire, like travel ball. She's always on the go too. So, but if she would choose to, she would stay home for like weeks at a time. I'm
Well, and you have, like, a whole setup. I mean, you've got, like, your, what's it called? Patreon, book club, YouTube. I feel
yeah,
like you're doing a million things.
Gwen is doing a lot for sure. She's on the go, but she's not going out. But maybe that's what I
I'm
should
a
do.
homebody. I just enjoy being home. I mean, at the same time, like, I do love socializing, so but I feel like I get burnout really easy.
I don't. I feel like I could see a million people every day and be fine. Oh, Hannah's like you. She says, "I'm sorry, I'm 85 years old in a 25-year-old
We
body."
we will always keep it real, accurate.
That's true.
Okay, well, see, me and Hannah are the same.
You and Hannah are the same. Wendy, I'll
I
have
go
her
to
over to
bed.
the house.
This is gonna be past my bedtime, honestly.
Actually, I was surprised she decided to do a sprint for 8 because when she and I are together at like 8:39, her eyes glaze over and then she's like checked out already. If me, her, and Megan are
I
hanging
do
out, she's
nothing.
like gone at 8:30, and I'm like, she's gonna
Oh.
like fall asleep. We're gonna open up the chat. She's gonna be asleep. Hyping me up.
Well, I've been up a little more lately because I love sprints, but, I did it for 8, well, 1, because I feel like that's when everyone's available, but also my kids are
Well,
awake,
that's
so
true. Yvette
living
says, "I
time.
always regret all of my plans." I will let you in on one secret. Every once in a while, I get in a mode where I do have that feeling, and I'll be like, "Oh, why did I make that plan? I would rather stay home." And it's very rare, but I've gotten that way before. And then if they cancel on you, you're like, "Oh, it's fine."
Well, it's true. You do a
Me
lot.
too. We're so excited, Gwen, that we like joined your thing, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go $7 tier here in
Oh,
like
I already did.
now. Did
And
you
Leah
already?
Yeah, Leah called it.
I knew it the minute
She
you said there's.
literally, when we were on your sprint the other day, she messaged me and she's like, "You're gonna, like, upgrade in, like, a day."
So am I. I'm gonna do it. Okay, but I'm a little
Because
bit less good at finding out how to do it.
I
How do
get
I
FOMO and I just hate missing out on stuff.
well, I have FOMO now that you upgraded. How do I upgrade? Tell me, Gwen. I'll do it.
Megan legit hates making plans.
Megan will not make a plan for anything, even if it's Friendsgiving, because I remember we were trying to do a Thanksgiving party with all of our friends, and Megan was the only one who would not give us a date. And so, what we do as best friends, naturally and lovingly, we pick a date and we're like, be there or not. Like, this is the date we've chosen. We do our best to work around her. Megan hates us all.
Megan hates it.
She does not.
I
Megan
promise
would
she
just
doesn't.
rather she doesn't. She would just rather, like she said, be home chilling and relaxing. If her kids didn't play softball, she wouldn't be leaving her house either.
Alright. We're gonna do our first sprint.
Start sprinting.
Yes, we're gonna do a longer one, so let's go till 9. And like I said, I'm new to this, so if it doesn't work, somebody let me know what's going on.
So also if my kids come up here, they're downstairs and they're getting ready for bed. So you're gonna hear them and you're gonna hear my youngest daughter who thinks she's whispering go, "Are we being quiet enough for the live?" It's gonna be so loud. There's a
Alright.
heckin' fireplace.
Yes, and a cat, guys. Look,
Our friend Talia
okay.
comes to us. She's so funny. Talia
Alright.
says vibes. Here we go. Are we gonna read? This is gonna be hard for me, guys, because I know you're here and I just want to talk to you. I'm struggling.
See you guys in a bit.
I'm just gonna be over here upgrading on my iPhone. All right, I'll do it later. Upgrade to 7th here. Megan, you're so right. I'm really stressed. I just want to talk to you guys because I hear you. Oh, she's muted.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. How did everybody do?
Good.
That was actually a really good sprint. It was hard to read knowing everybody was there. I just wanted to talk to them.
I know, it's very easy to get distracted. I feel like my worst thing is, like, I get distracted by Instagram, and
Mhm.
so I'll be, like, scrolling.
I
So
saw you
I got
posted a picture of our live.
I know.
I love it.
I
Here's
know,
the
Leah did better than me, Talia. I read, 50
surprisingly.
no, not 50 pages, 20 pages because I got distracted.
Oh my gosh, I read 3 chapters, and can I just say, I love this book. I love Kale and Selena's banter so much, and it cracks me up because she's just like me. She loves food, and it like often mentions how she wants to go like eat everything in sight. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's me. And just
Oh, yeah, how she loves cake.
she loves food, and she's talking about how she like when she's walking into this big state dinner and she wants to eat everything off the tables, and that's the first thing she thinks of. And I'm like, oh, she's me. And then I love that like Kale gets so mad about the smallest things. They could have this huge conversation, but the smallest thing makes them upset. And I'm like, dude, he's so funny. I was laughing. I was actually like smiling and laughing while reading. I'm big hungry right now, someone said. Thank you, Talia.
I'm cracking up at Megan because Joe commented this.
Joe probably just tuned in and was like, this is the most boring thing in the world. He hates
You
reading.
know what? You know what? My
Well,
husband doesn't even like reading, so
my
forget him.
my husband just listens to audiobooks. That's what he does.
Aw.
I didn't read, but I did stay to hang out. Thank you. I actually was hanging out in a way too because I was like eating Oreos while I was reading. Joe thinks we're all free.
That's
Tyler's
okay.
Tyler's like, you're doing a reading sprint. Like I don't get it. You're just with
Well,
other
it's
people. You're
fun
reading.
to
Yeah, it's
chat
fun.
with other people that like to
Yeah,
read, discuss our books, and it kinda keeps me focused. I
yeah.
say that, but then I get on Instagram.
I was gonna say I kept looking up thinking, man, Wendy has a razor sharp focus. I don't think I've seen her breathe. And I'm over here like this. Every 5 minutes, I'm like,
No.
it's right.
I even turned off and, like, went out of the room for a
I
second.
saw you disappeared. I think Talia made light of that too. She said
She did. She said Wendy disappeared.
she went MIA. Oh, Keisha's here. I didn't
I
see
was
Keisha.
finishing up dinner. Who eats dinner at 9 o'clock, Megan?
Also, who read on the sprint other than me?
I read 20 pages.
Woo! Okay, I
Okay.
can't knock Megan because actually Tyler forgot to put in our goulash in our Instapot earlier. So he made separate dinner for the kids, and our dinner is still in the Instapot, hence my Oreo
What I
yummies.
was doing wasn't riveting either. Oh, good job. You got really far.
That's great,
I feel
Yvette.
like you read fast too.
You must. Do you actually have do you have an idea of how many chapters you read per hour? Because I feel like you read a lot more than me.
How much did you read, Talia?
You read so much.
I
Good job.
had to make pizza.
Dude,
I had
everyone
pizza
eats late.
today.
Everybody eats late. I
Okay, so far, I think this is really cute, and I love that she is the bodyguard. Like,
I love that.
that's such an interesting take on a story.
You know what it reminds me
Um,
of? Miss Congeniality with Sandra Bullock.
I've seen that, but honestly can't remember
It
anything about it.
She's like an undercover FBI agent there to protect all of these pageant models, and then she has to basically pretend to be one, but she's like, the bodyguard of all of them.
Yeah.
She is my people eating late. Hey, I'm your people. I'm eating Oreos late, and haven't had dinner yet.
You're eating like 2 okay, listen, guys. I don't understand this.
When
How are
you
you guys not starved? I eat
okay,
at 5. We
when
eat
I was
dinner
gonna
at 5
say
every day.
she eats at 5. If I ate at 5, by the time this time would roll around, I would be eating second dinner. Like,
I eat I
I
eat at 5, and half the time I don't eat anything else the rest of the evening unless, I want a treat.
I could
I don't
never
even
eat
get hungry.
5. I feel like eating at 5 would just make like, I've actually fed my kids at 5 because I know you do, and I was like, "Let me just try it," and then by, like, 7:30, my kids are like, "I'm starving. did we even eat dinner? And I'm like, we had dinner at 5. And they're like, I'm hungry. I'm like,
Yeah, well, I guess true. My kids do want a
well,
snack, probably because we eat
yeah.
dinner earlier.
Oh,
But
and
I
these
don't
things.
know what it is. I think I just got set on that because we had so many activities, like, whenever they were doing soccer or whatever, we got used to eating before we had to go somewhere. And
Mm,
now I feel like our bodies are all trained to just be hungry at that time, and that's when my
that's
husband gets home, so
when what you said you're a late dinner gal. How late do you eat dinner? How late does everyone eat
you read
dinner?
30 pages, you did good.
That is really
So
good. Yvette is the winner still.
aw, yeah, I'm
Yay!
excited. I've been wanting to read this one for a while. And
That's
it's on Kindle Unlimited too, so I'll probably switch back and forth.
I just got the audiobook for The Bodyguard. I'm excited about that. I
I
have
have
a
a
late
late
lunch every day.
I do that too. I feel like it's so weird because a lot of times I'll have lunch at, like, 1 or 2, and then I'll
I
eat at
have a late
5.
lunch too. I would say probably have a late lunch. I would probably sometimes I forget to eat until like 2. So, that's
Oh,
pretty
so
late.
I had a question I wanted to ask everybody. Now, do you prefer hardback, paperback, Kindle, or audiobook? What's everyone's favorite way
You
to
know
read?
me, I love an audiobook and I also love a paperback. Don't watch Talia because this is actually Talia's book, but I was kind of like doing this. As I did it, I was like, Talia's watching. I kept having to
She's
like
like, "I'll pretend like I didn't do that."
and then I drank this over top of the book and I'm like, Talia's watching. This is Talia's pride and joy.
I
My
just
friends
eat
will
when
let
I'm
me borrow
hungry.
all of Turn of Glass.
Paperback,
Paperback or
paperback and
Kindle?
Kindle. Okay, so I prefer Kindle because I don't know what it is. Tell me if anybody feels this way, but when I read on my Kindle, I feel like I read way faster.
I feel
Like,
I agree. I
I
like
don't know what it is.
but I also like this. I like to have physical books too, but Kindle, I do feel like I read the fastest on a Kindle, to be honest with you, because I feel like you can see the percentage changing and it makes you excited and you're like, percentage. Cracked spines and stuff don't bother me. Well, let me just go throw it in the trash. I'm just kidding. Dip it in the
Paperback
bathtub.
with audio. I
Ooh.
like to do so typically I have an audiobook, I have a paper book, and I have a Kindle book that I'm reading like 3 different books. Kindle's my favorite because I feel like I can just get through stuff faster, and I like that I can read it in bed. And then I like to read a paperback, like, during the day, and then audiobook I love for, like, when I need to clean and stuff.
I've actually done that too with are you talking about you have 3 separate books on those things? 'Cause
Yes.
I have actually chosen like one book and I have read it 3 different ways. So I'll be like, "Okay, well it's on Kindle Unlimited. I also have the physical copy. Oh, while I'm cleaning, I will go ahead and get it on Hoopla and I will listen to it." So I've done that for like the
Yeah,
same
if I can find an audiobook for what I'm reading, I always have it because I do like to keep continuing that story and not having to switch.
shocker, Megan, shocker.
Megan does
Megan
not like audio.
Megan has this vendetta against audiobook lovers. She does not think it is a real form of reading. Um, and I just disagree because that's one of my favorite ways to do it. I feel like I read more because of audiobooks. They help.
I actually process slower, like auditory, and when I listen, I feel like I have to think harder than
Oh,
if I'm reading it.
that's opposite of me. If I listen, I actually catch and glean more than if I'm reading physically. I have a
I
problem.
don't know what it is, even, like, learning, I'm a hands-on learner, and for some reason, when things are said to me, like, I remember even in school, it was so hard for me to remember stuff that way, like, unless I was, like, physically doing it, like, through homework or reading, it was just the only way I would remember.
And
Paperback all the way.
paperback all the way, even though I really do love my Kindle. Has anyone ever accidentally dropped their paperback
Oh,
in the
yeah,
bathtub? I have.
I was about to say drop your Kindle in the water because I guess they're waterproof now, but I'm afraid to try it.
I've done
I
that too.
know they
I
say that, but I'm scared.
I have dropped my Kindle in the water, but only the edge of it, and I caught it really quickly. But I have been so lazy and accidentally dropped one of my books in the water that I was reading. So
Hybrid reading.
I try not to do physical books in the bathtub. Hybrid reading all the way. Oh, okay, sweet, like us.
So all of them. So
All of them.
how many books do you read at once, Gwen? Like, what's your max?
Ladies, I'm going to log off and watch Damsel with my hubby.
Aw.
I'm so happy I got to catch the first sprint. Thank you. I'm going to upgrade to the 7 tier, by the way, just so you know when I figure it out technically. I'm going to need Wendy's help. Thanks for coming, Gwen. We feel so
I
supported.
know.
We're so supported. It's great. We
You'll
feel like
have to
so
give
happy.
us, like, a rating how well we did.
You can just be honest and be like, just
You
whatever.
guys need work.
Be like, you need to be more lively. I was laughing at myself because I have yet to see anyone snacking during a live, and you didn't see it, Wendy, because you were looking down, but I was like this, and then just snacking the whole time.
I did not see that, but that's funny.
Mommy,
Sorry, everybody.
Mommy, do you know where that fold house?
She's like, leave it alone.
Yes.
No, I don't want to wait.
Honey, I'm on a live. This is real life, people. Sorry. You're going to have to go.
Mom life.
Go. My kids are not in bed. I'm sorry. It's like 9 too. It's awful.
Mine have been surprisingly quiet. Tom must have.
He must be doing great. Well, my kids are up with Tyler just hanging out, having dad time, and I figured it would be better if they were downstairs than if they were in their rooms, because I'm kind of near their rooms. But
because they come out.
They come out, yeah. But I saw you just here, and I was like, maybe your kids woke up. I was like, oh, not the only one.
So do you all read like multiple books or read the only ones?
I was going to say, as you know, I can read up to 6 books at one time. I prefer to read multiple books because I feel like I get bored easily, and I'm a mood reader. And I think everybody in here has mentioned they're mood readers too. I think maybe Hannah mentioned that once.
I feel like most people are.
I feel like I just get in a moody mood and I want to read thriller, or
moody mood.
I want to switch over to rom-com. I go back and forth. But yeah, what's everyone else doing? I feel like Megan's also
a one book. She's a one book person. I actually was like that.
Talia is a mood reader. Megan is a one book gal. She's loyal to her book, and then she will not start reading anything else until that book is finished.
I used to be that way, and then I discovered audiobooks, and now I like to switch around.
Megan says she's definitely a mood reader.
Well, I think she just means like she doesn't,
she
just picks a book that's based on her mood. Like,
she's a mood reader. Like, she'll choose a genre.
Like, not a strict TBR. Yeah. You know what I mean?
How are you doing on your TBR, Wendy? I saw it got pretty hefty.
Oh my.
Well, Wendy always does this to herself. She gets like a 50 book TBR for the month, and I'm like,
okay, but to be fair, sometimes I read quite a bit. I'm trying to think, how much did I read last month?
I actually read quite a lot too. I think I read. Let's see. You compare and see how many you read.
I'm looking.
Okay, I'm gonna count since you're looking. 1, 2.
Because I was surprised.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I read 13 books this month, which is actually a slower month for me. Last month, I think I did 18. I read too many at a time, Megan says.
2, 3.
I'm not invested in the story. Oh, if you read.
I read 13.
Did I say 13? I think I said 13 too. Cool. We read the same amount.
Am I echoing to you?
You were for a second, but you're not anymore. So
Megan
wrote a reply. She said, if I read too many at a time, then I'm not invested in the story. I found out that that's quite true for me too. I need to chill and, like, instead of 6 books, maybe I can do like 3 at a time.
Yeah.
So many.
I'm the same. I do think if I read too many, it makes me not love a book as much.
Yeah, you like rate it
because
lower.
I feel like I get so distracted.
They like muddle all together. I'm a mood reader, meaning I don't only read the same genre over and over again. I like to read different things depending on what I'm in the mood for. I would say that's probably me too, except I'm a little bit looser than you. If I could be in a fantasy mood in the morning and then a rom-com mood in the evening. So I have 2 books for that. Yvette said, Tandem reading. What did she say? Tandem reading and mood reading are two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to have different genres or I get confused.
I agree with that, Yvette, because I was reading there for a while. I was reading so many rom-coms at the same time. I was getting confused as to which one I was reading at the time. I was like,
I
wait.
definitely could see that with too many fantasies.
Oh, yeah.
That would,
sure.
that would be a lot. But
Yeah.
also, I will say that if I'm really enjoying a book, I won't read anything else and I'll just binge it.
I have a question for you, Wendy. Would you consider Bride fantasy or romance?
Yes. It's like paranormal fantasy, which, by the way, everyone,
We loved
amazing.
it. We loved
Amazing. And I know that has mixed reviews right now, but I mean, I haven't had a book, well, basically since the rom-commers, which was the beginning of last month, that I just
Adored.
binged and couldn't stop reading
It was
until
so
this book.
great. I kind of felt like, and I told Wendy this, it's as if Bella chose Jacob in Twilight. It had all of those vibes of just werewolves and vampires and just so many great elements to it. It was so cool.
Yeah, which I mean, there is spice in it, just beware. But
There's heck a lot of spice.
thrillers too. I start forgetting what is happening and predicting the killer from the wrong book.
That would be so great. Oh, Wendy, what is the book that we loved? That was like the best thriller ever. Was it called The Last Word by Taylor Adams? Is that what it was called?
I did. I loved that one.
Is that what it was called? I think it was.
And couldn't predict it because he kept switching and switching, which, by the way, The Last Word is a great audio.
It's a great audiobook. We
The
loved
narrator was really good.
It's about an author who comes for one of the readers that gives him like a 1 star, and it's so good. I hated Check and Mate, so I'm really hesitant on Ali Hazelwood. Really?
I haven't read any other Ali Hazelwood at all until Bride, so this is my first one. I would say if you don't like spice, definitely don't read it.
It's also my first one because Ali Hazelwood, the only other one I have this month is Love Theoretically. It's on my TBR for March.
But I haven't read any of her others. Have you read her others, Hannah? I know that if people don't like a book of hers, I've heard most people don't like Check and Mate.
I think it's because of all the chess jargon, right? Like you have to like chess if you do it.
Yeah, but I watched her video and I think she was saying that this was advertising as like a YA and it was definitely not. And so that was upsetting because it was like falsely advertised.
Bride or Check and Mate?
Check and Mate. So like it was saying it was YA, but there was stuff in it that definitely shouldn't have been in a YA book.
That's upsetting. Well,
Yeah.
I'm excited to read it because I've actually seen it. I swear it's on every single person's Instagram ever.
Talia didn't love The Last Word.
Talia is kind of a loose cannon when it comes to ratings. So sometimes I feel like some of the things I think she's going to love, she hates. And then some of the things I'm like, well, she's going to hate that she loves.
You know what, though? I feel like I can be like that because I love something, and then in another book, that same thing can be in it, but done in a better way, and then
Yes,
you know?
I agree. No, I think so too. I feel like Talia just reads a lot of things that are random, and I love it because she keeps me in all the eclectic reading too. Gives me good advice on all of those.
I haven't heard that while in a while.
Worst book ever, still beating. Okay, Talia.
Leah definitely disagrees, and Megan.
I will tell you, whoever is still here, I love trauma bonding. I have found that it's something I really like. And Megan backed me up in the comments. We like trauma bonding. It is something that I found is really great because I do love the psychology behind it. And Still Beating was very, very good by Jennifer Hartman, I believe, right? Yes. I thought it was great. It was very difficult read, but it was good. I loved Love Hypothesis and then hated Love Theoretically. Oh no, that's on my March TBR. Poop.
See, I haven't read either, and I definitely want to. I just keep not getting around to it. I would say if you don't mind there being spice, if you like vampires and werewolves, if you love Twilight, it's so good.
I would say for Chili Peppers, I would give Bride a 3. Would you say a 3 is accurate?
I would say 2. Yeah, because I mean, compare it to like the 5th book of ACOTAR.
Yeah, I guess if you're comparing it to ACOTAR. Megan backed me up. You can't say it's the worst book when you DNF it after one chapter.
Okay, she didn't though, Megan. She got to 70%. That was me. I DNF'd it because it had something in it I didn't like.
Yeah, there's elements. Okay, so everybody in the comments, what is something that you cannot stand in a book and it's a deal breaker and you'll just put it down? For me, it's SA, which I think everybody knows what that is, but or any kind of.
I hit 60. Yay! Sorry.
Look you got 61. That's awesome.
Because I lost a subscriber the other day. I got to 60 and then it went back to 59. I'm like, that messes with my OCD.
I lost a subscriber too. Let me see what happened if it went back. Yvette, does that bother you when you lose subscribers? Do you just
It's like, I don't know what it is. I just am like, I just need one more to make the number.
I'm at 61 too. Wendy, we're making it. Wendy, we're so cool.
You don't have anything specific. I don't love one night stands. That bothers me, and cheating. Those are two things that make me really not like it.
I would say that cheating probably bothers me a lot too. That and any kind of like domestic violence I don't like, or anything.
Or like stuff with kids.
Yeah, any kind of abuse towards kids. I actually, if you know, I read Colleen Hoover's book Hopeless and I threw it across the room and I was like, I'm done with her. Done forever. You can disagree. All right.
Yeah. We ready for another sprint?
I don't know. Did we catch up on all the comments? Someone?
Yes.
What did Talia say last? I was vibing with the book until that weren't doing trauma anymore.
All the bots? Oh, tell me about this. I wait until I'm 10 over to say anything for myself. I didn't realize that.
Really? We're learning a lot. That's awesome.
Well, it's interesting because we've been making like YouTube shorts, and she made this one YouTube short that was only like 5 seconds long, and it has like so many views.
It's 7.8 thousand, and it's kind of dumb.
We're always surprised by like what people are interested in.
I just feel like sometimes I think a video is going to take off or be really good, and it's like the video I least expect. Actually, all of the videos that do the best are with me and Wendy. So
fake accounts that drop out. I didn't realize that was a thing. Oh, look, Gwen popped back in.
Oh, there's Gwen again. Y'all are doing awesome. I usually only read one book at a time. Well, hey, respect. Some people like that the best. And maybe that's the best way to get the experience.
The most out of the book. That's how I used to feel. I don't know what it is now. I feel like I just have ADD.
I have FOMO. That's what I have. I'm on Instagram and I'm like, she got this book and she got this book. And oh my gosh, I got to use my Audible credit for this book. And I just have to read it all.
Should have me in all the videos.
Our friend Talia is so hilarious. She cracks us up. We never know what she's going to do, so it makes for great entertainment. We should have her on a sprint.
I'm thinking we'll read until 10 and then we'll wrap it up because I'm a granny. So
I can tell Wendy's already getting tired. Hannah's probably there too, right, Hannah? Are you already asleep?
Yeah, Hannah, where's my other person that gets tired?
Me and Talia.
How late do you stay up?
Here all night.
That's how Gwen gets to 208 books.
Oh my God.
Which, by the way, Gwen was saying that she has a bunch of those Book of the Month books. So, like, this month, she wants to dedicate to reading all of the Book of the Month books she's just had stockpiling. Ooh. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to win this challenge because I just started last month. So I have like 3.
That's awesome. Which ones do you have, Wendy?
I got the Frozen River and let me show you a picture because I'm not going to remember the name of it.
Hannah says she's drifting fast. I could be up here all night.
Okay, so me and Hannah are the same. I got this one, A Fate Inked in Blood.
Ooh, that looks really good. I
got that from Book of the Month. Talia also got that. And then I got the Frozen River because I've been eyeing that book forever.
Didn't Talia also get the Heartless Hunter, which Shameless
she did
plug, dude. I loved that book. It was amazing. I got the arc for it, and it was just fabulous.
My video got blurry.
It's funny though, because at the beginning of the book, there was something I didn't love about it. So I told Wendy and she DNF'd it. And then I ended up completing the book and like loving it. It sucked for her.
Yeah, so The Frozen River, I think, is a historical fiction, and so I was very excited about that. And I keep eyeing it. And it has such a pretty cover. So I got those two, and then and then I have First Lie Wins. I got that the first month. So I only have 3.
Did you read First Lie Wins? I forget.
Not yet.
Oh my gosh, I thought you had. It's really
It's
good.
just sitting there waiting.
It's just waiting.
So
You gotta beat Gwen.
all right, we're gonna read until 10, and then we'll probably wrap it up.
Okay.
We can do it, Hannah.
Come on, Hannah.
This.
Have you read The Bridge Kingdom? No, I have not. I have to look that up. I'm gonna look it up now.
All right, see you guys in a bit.
Hello.
Hi.
That was a good one. I actually got a lot read.
Got another 20 pages.
I got another 2.5 chapters done. And I'm loving Crown of Midnight. I think I might like it more than Throne of Glass.
I did too.
I just feel so heartbroken about certain aspects of romantic entanglements that I wish would continue but aren't happening. So that's a bummer, but it's fine.
Oh, she finished her book. Yay. Did you love it?
What was she reading again? Red Tigress or something?
Yeah, the second book in that series.
Oh, that's right. The second book of Blood Heir series. Awesome, Yvette. Yay.
Do we? Do we lose an hour of sleep?
Heck, no, I hope. Let me look.
Oh,
Are
man.
we? I'm gonna.
I hate when the time
what?
changes.
You know what? I think we do.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, Megan answered. I should have just read the next comment. Megan knows everything.
man, I'm so disappointed. I don't want to lose an hour of sleep. We have to be at
Spring
church so early.
forward is the worst.
I thought we weren't going to do it this year. That's what everyone told me.
I did too, and
I'm
I don't
over it.
know.
I'm
I
over
guess
the government.
now it's next year, maybe.
They say that every year. It's always a bummer.
So mine is still like setting up, so I haven't gotten to like the crazy parts yet. She hasn't met him yet.
I was going to ask how far. So you said you read how
So
many?
she just found out like her assignment and stuff. It's funny because this is the second book now that she's like doing the famous person trope, which I love.
That. That's
do.
your favorite.
So he's
love it.
famous. I'm like, well, that's why I loved the playlist, the happy, what is it called? Happy Ever playlist by Abby Jimenez, which by the way, I DNF'd the friend zone.
Can I just ask if anyone liked Part of Your World? Please comment below. I hated that book.
A lot of people loved it, but I
once started it.
I just thought it was okay. But it's funny because I don't love her first books in her series. Like I DNF Friend Zone, I didn't really care for Part of Your World. But then her second books, like yours truly, the Happy Ever playlist. Man, the Happy Ever playlist, I actually cried at the end. I was like, I was not expecting that.
That's awesome. Yvette said, I liked it. The first was definitely better, but I think there were a few more young adult elements I didn't like as much.
Yeah.
Is she talking about yours or mine?
Is it a YA or did it seem like a YA?
Which book are we talking about? Why am I confused?
The one she finished.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. You asked if she liked it. I remember.
Oh, and she asked us earlier if we've read The Bridge Kingdom. I have not.
I looked it up and I looked it up and it looks awesome. Is it this one, Yvette? I'm totally adding this to my TBR because it looks really good.
I have not, but I'm going to add it.
I really love the art. Oh, the author of A Deal with the Elf King, which is supposed to be amazing, endorses this book. It's young adult, so I can't be mad. Yvette, thank you. I feel like there are times where like young adult books let me down, and then I have to remember they're young adult. They're not meant to be deep.
It's hard to remember that.
Or like romantic. Like the Inheritance Games, I went into it thinking it was going to be like other things I had read that were more adult recently, and then I got so like let down, and I just didn't love it.
Well, and like Lynn Painter, you really have to go in there knowing that because they're high school romance.
Better Than the Movies was just.
It was.
I think if I'm going to read young adult, it's going to be Lynn Painter because it was so phenomenal.
The Do-Over was pretty cute too. You got to read, yay!
I have yet to
3
read
chapters.
3 chapters. Meg, what?
You did better than me.
She's reading The Glacier. I forgot.
You know what though? In my defense, these chapters are longer, I think, than you guys because
how many pages?
I only got one more chapter that time, and it was 20 pages long.
My chapters are about 8 to 9 pages long, if not 10 on some of them. So yeah, yours are longer.
So, I mean, sometimes they're shorter, sometimes they're longer. They kind of mix around.
Wendy, you got one of the books from the author of The Bridge Kingdom in your book of the month. That must be the one that you showed us.
Yeah, the one that I showed you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's been talking about that book. So, well, also, it just looks really pretty. So
Ooh,
that's why I picked it.
Yvette agrees. She says it's a good series. She agreed with me. And
I do too, Megan.
I hate long chapters. I won't even read the book.
I didn't like Part of Your World or Friend Zone. Listen, I didn't like those either, but you got to give Yours Truly a try.
Yours
And
Truly is good. I listened to some of it.
And I loved the Happy Ever playlist.
So that's the second book in the Friend Zone series?
Yes.
One of my biggest pet peeves is, I don't know. One of my biggest pet peeves is long chapters. I agree. I hate it. I won't even read it.
You said no, you're not going to read it. Is that what you're saying no to? You know, I honestly said I would never read her again after Part of Your World because I had DNF'd the Friend Zone. Then I finished Part of Your World, gave it 2 stars, and I was like, all right, I just don't like this author. I'm not going to read her anymore. But then everybody was talking about Yours Truly, everyone. And so I'm like, okay, I'll try it. Loved it.
Well, I'm going to do Yours Truly next because you loved it. And I suffered through Part of Your World so that I could read it. That funny story, there was someone in TikTok or Instagram who told me I could read Yours Truly as a standalone. And so I started it. And then Wendy quickly realized the main character, there was like a connection between the books that was spoiled at the very beginning. And so then I already like knew the secret, which sucked. I already knew the ending of Part of Your World, kind of. So that was a bummer. But
I don't know why they told you that.
They were like, oh yeah, you can read it as a standalone, and I just went for it. And I'll be honest, I listened to, I want to say the first 3 or 4 chapters of it, and I liked it a lot. Yours Truly.
What I don't understand is how they can say, like, unless you're not going to read Part of Your World, but like if you're going to read it, it definitely tells you.
Well,
like,
yeah, like somebody
who's
in the
together in the beginning of Yours Truly.
Comments asked, "Do you have to read Part of Your World first?" And she was like, "No, you can read it as a standalone."
I mean, I could only agree with that if you didn't plan on reading the first one.
Yeah, yeah, and that clearly wasn't the case.
Because you don't have to read it if you just want to read the second one.
Yeah, you have FOMO.
Megan, what are you reading?
She's reading The Gray Shear.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she's reading The Gray Shear, and she loves it because I think I said, did I say it earlier? It's like The Handmaid's Tale meets The Hunger Games, and she thought it was really, really good. She's told me about it, and it sounds really good. It's kind of like, basically these women are selected to be brides. Well, okay, so there's so many women of a certain age, and out of that group of women, a man can choose to basically veil you so you would become his bride and you're chosen. But then Megan's probably about to go in the comments and be like, don't spoil it. But anyway, then after you've been veiled and chosen, you have a gray shear. And I'm assuming the gray shear is like a year before you're married. And she didn't really elaborate on it, but it sounds like she's put into a survival situation during the gray shear that she has to.
Well, how could you spoil it because you haven't read it?
Megan told me that much, and I guess that's not her spoiling.
Yes, that's true, and I think Leah said that the other day. Was it you?
True. Yeah, I think
Somebody said, like, oh, you know, a romance book, they always get together. So it's like,
yeah, it's not really a spoiler, but my friends would murder me if I even said it, even though it wasn't a spoiler. My friends get really mad at me about it because Talia too, they're all like, oh, you're spoiling it if I just give the synopsis on the back of the book. And they're like, don't spoil the book. And I'm like, dude, that's literally on the jacket of the book. Calm down.
You know what, though? Just to say, like, sometimes the back of the book does give too much.
Yeah.
Like, I said this about Akatar. Like,
I knew you were gonna say Talia too. It was just the way that I said it. I didn't mean Talia, I love you. You are my best. Girl pal. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
But I got mad because in ACOTAR, like, if you haven't read them and you read, like, the back of the last couple, I feel
Mhm.
like it kinda spoils stuff,
No, I agree.
and I think I don't know.
I agree. There was I think it was the 4th book.
I
I'm
am hurt.
sorry, Talia, I'm sorry. I said
Stabbed
all my
through the
friends
heart.
all my friends and Talia. I was meaning it like all my friends say that, and now Talia, my new friend, also says that. She's always like, whenever I talk about books. I love you,
So
Talia.
how far are you in Crown of Midnight?
So I am on chapter 10.
10. And you
Mhm.
just started that yesterday, didn't you?
I did just start it yesterday, and I love it because okay, so I'm at like what 17% in the book. And I love this because I think we've talked about this in other groups. This is such a like flip
Floppy.
floppy
Mhm.
paperback, and it's just everything to me. I love it so
I
much.
love floppy paperbacks.
Yeah, and I feel like when I bend it or when I hold it really comfortably, it's not messing up. Stab through the heart. I'm so sorry, Julia. I don't
Character
even
dies.
I don't even read the back. Oh, barely
Yeah,
anymore. I dies in the first 20 pages.
same.
Yeah,
You know what? I don't really read the backs much either anymore. I honestly feel like I pick books based on popularity,
me
which I
too.
know I shouldn't do. Like, I'm like, "Oh, this friend's reading it. I'm gonna add it to my list," and I don't even know what it's about.
I actually saw a lady that was talking about that. She said the new trend is to not even know about the book and just for someone to
Yeah,
post
pick
about
it.
it and you add it to your TBR. No one cares. It's kind of like when you think about the backs of books, it's the same way as like movie trailers. If you watch a movie trailer today, it's almost like they have to give you the entire thing so you watch it. Like it gives all the movie away. The back of the books are like that now too.
I
So
will say thrillers, I will read the backs because, some of them I won't wanna read if it has certain aspects in it.
it
Yeah,
is
she already read that book.
really loved. I love it, Talia. I feel like I see certain pages where I feel like you got some intensity going behind it because there are some pages that have
Intensity.
some like little indentation.
Man, I really enjoyed that book. And you know what's interesting is a lot of people felt the first couple books were not good. They're
Is
like, "Oh,
this
you have to suffer through Tog and Crown of Midnight,"
I
but
really
I really liked them.
I really honestly felt nothing of that. I didn't feel like it was a suffering thing to get through Assassin's Blade. I loved Throne of Sword of Glass. And then also, is this also when she was a teenager, Crown of Midnight?
Yeah. I
Really?
think what I've read was the first couple she wrote when she was a teenager.
Oh wow. Because honestly, I'm feeling like this book
I
is.
don't know if she published them as a teenager, but she was writing them
Have
around
we
that time.
all in the group, except for Megan, read Throne of Glass? Because I want to ask a question about it.
Megan hasn't read it, so you can't.
I can cover your ears. There's a
Well, but
certain.
there's 5, so I don't know who the other person
Oh,
is.
that's true. Oh no.
Announce yourself.
You know what? It might be me. Oh, it's Erica. Erica Wallace. I am new to you ladies. I'm so excited for a new corner of the internet to hang out. Welcome.
Hi.
Hey, hi. Thank you for
We're
coming.
actually wrapping up our sprint because I'm a granny, but
I'm
we
so
will
sorry.
definitely be doing this again.
We will.
Actually, we plan on doing it on Leah's channel next.
Why don't
Book
we do it?
time.
Why don't we do it Saturday? Maybe we can do it this coming Saturday, the 16th, on my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So subscribe to both of us and you'll see it. We'll
you can.
announce it on Instagram too.
You
I
can.
gave Tog 3 stars, but I liked it enough to continue. Airfire was my first 5. I
Mm,
actually thought Airfire was my least favorite. It's like a toss-up. Some people think that's their favorite, some
That's
people don't like it. But,
that's
Queen of Shadows was my first 5. Loved it.
I'm so excited to get to that. So wait, how many okay, after Crown of Midnight, how many more until Queen of
Then there's Airfire, which is a lot of people's favorites.
Okay,
That was mine and Talia's, least
least
favorite.
favorite.
And then, Queen of Shadows, I feel like is pretty widely loved by everybody.
So far, I rated Assassin's Blade 3 and then Throne of Glass.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot.
Yay! Thank you, Erica. I'm so excited. New subscriber,
I
new family.
Yeah, she loved Queen of Shadows too. I did too. I think that I loved Queen of Shadows because I feel like that was when she just finally became, like, really bold and just, like, there was so much action and she was just taking charge.
I feel like she does that from the get-go.
I know, but
See?
you'll see what I mean when you read it.
I'm so excited. Okay, question. When does the spice
Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms. So almost the end.
Yeah.
But the last 3 books, yeah, I would
Okay.
say, but it's still not like
What about, like,
action.
romance at all? Like, just, like, do you know who she's going towards in the romantic entanglement at some point soon? Do you know who she's gonna vie for or no? Bummer. I wanna know.
Nope.
I really wanna know who it's gonna be. I loved
Heir of Fire has new character. Yes, and that's I think why okay, I have to talk in code so I don't spoil anything, but Yvette and Talia will know. I think that was why it was my least favorite. Not I do like that character, but I found those parts boring, when it kept switching back to her point of view. But a lot of people love her, like that character.
to that doesn't make me want to read it.
Well, a lot of people there's a character that's introduced in that book, and that's why people love it, but I
Is it a male or
personally
female character?
well, I guess I already announced it was female. But
Okay.
anyway, so basically, eventually, she'll start introducing a lot of different points of view
Okay.
in all the
I like
books. And
that. That's
so
not
Air of Fire, I think, is the first one where you start getting different points of view.
oh, good,
And
'cause I did
then
miss that.
and so every time it would switch to the other person's point of view in that book, I was like, "I don't care about this." But I think it's also because I just didn't know anything about this person, and I was so invested in Selena, and I'm like, "I don't care about the other
Does
person."
that person become a main character in the other ones?
No,
Oh, is
she
that too much
doesn't.
of a spoiler? When
Well said.
know who she ends up with. I mean, I guess you can't know on book 3 who she ends
I
up.
mean, it's Sarah J. Maas, like
I'm really stressed because I feel like
I know, those
um,
are a lot of people's favorite parts. I just I ended up liking that character, but in that book, I didn't particularly love that character because I just think I don't know, it was just a lot of
I'm
information.
frustrated because I equally like both of the male interests so far, and I feel like I now there might be another one, and I'm like, dude, Selena just sh everyone wants her.
Oh, yeah, you don't even know.
Everyone wants her,
There's, like, several characters that haven't been introduced, so
and
you just wait.
I just feel like I love them all, and they all just
And you'll
be with
love even more. Isn't that crazy? Like, there's
yeah, it
so many
starts to matter.
characters. The reason I loved Kingdom of Ash so much is because it was, like I don't even remember how many, but, like, I'll just probably be exaggerating when I say, like, 10 different points of view. But
Mm.
there's so many characters you're following by Kingdom of Ash, and that's why it was my favorite because it was just so epic, like, you're getting all these points of view and just chaos is happening, like, all throughout the book. I wasn't bored at all, and it was such a large book.
I'm really curious as to why everybody cries. I wanna know why people cry. I gotta get there!
I'm a Nesta stan. You know what? I didn't like Nesta until the 5th book. Now
I
I
didn't
do.
either. I did not like her.
Now I do.
I like Nesta now finally, but I will say the 5th book of ACOTAR was just fabulous. It was probably, I don't know,
I
very
always loved
close second.
Nesta. I didn't like her because she was just always mean for no reason.
Yvette, what was your favorite book?
But I
in
did like her in the 5th book because I understood her better. You're
Yvette, what
so
was your
scared of
favorite
Kingdom of Ash. Don't be scared. Everybody says that.
I wanna ask about what was her favorite,
I loved
episode?
it. I think the only reason it made me sad was because it was the last book.
Mm,
So,
what
you're
did
always mean for no reason.
you
'Cause I said Nesta's mean for no reason.
so funny.
And so
I
that's
don't
why I
know.
didn't love her.
I don't know if you heard that, Yvette, but what's your favorite ACOTAR book? Mine is book 2.
Book 2,
Curious.
for sure, for me.
Like Wings and Fury all the
So
way.
far, what is your favorite talk book, Yvette?
Ooh, I said Wings and Fury, Court of Mist and Fury.
You've always loved Nesta too.
I feel like that's because Megan likes the dark character.
Yeah, Megan sympathizes with the troubled people.
If Megan were in a series, she would be the dark character that you think is dark, but then is always very loving.
Leo doesn't consider me a friend.
Shut up! I didn't mean it that way. It was one thing. I misspoke.
What a rough life. Are you Nesta, Talia? I'm still waiting on your 5th book debut in your life. where we find out why you're so misunderstood.
I know. I'm excited. I want to hear the whole story.
Give me the dark trauma and overcoming tragedy. So see, Megan, you and Yvette probably agree on books.
It's true.
Because it seems like she also likes those characters. I think Empire of Storm, just because of how I read it. I was having physical reactions. And you know what? Like, I just have to say, nobody liked Tower of Dawn, and I 5-starred it because the tandem read, I swear, makes it better. Like, you have to do the tandem read. Don't do anything else.
Tandem read would be really stressful for me, and I'm not looking.
I know, but you have to do it.
So it's
it really makes it better. Because here's what happens. Empire of Storms ends on a cliffhanger. And then you would have to go into Tower of Dawn and read something that's the same timeline. And not know what happens at the cliffhanger for an entire 600-page book.
Why does
you would have to just wait?
Make things so confusing. The same thing when she's like, "Hey, read Assassin's Blade 3rd." I'm like, "That's stupid. Why does she?"
I'm the bone carver.
And the bone weaver.
Yelling at my book, pulling my hair, clapping my hands. Okay, so the end of that book. The end of that book is heart-wrenching. Probably the most reactive I've been to a book.
I remember didn't you send me pictures of you crying or something, or you posted
No,
it?
that was the 5th book of ACOTAR.
That's true.
Just wait. Just wait till Kingdom of Ash. You just wait.
So excited.
You are going to lose it.
I'm so excited. I feel like this has been such a long time coming, and I'm just so excited to finally be reading Throne of Glass.
Whatever he is. Bone Carver. Silver Flame was my fave for ACOTAR World because you liked Nesta.
Tomorrow.
I loved Silver Flame. I
loved Silver Flame. That was my favorite. I think, I don't know, that and the 2nd book for sure.
I don't cry. I'm stone cold.
Steve Austin. Talia's so mad at me. She's going to not bring me a coffee tomorrow. She's going to be like,
"We're not allowed anymore. Tyler got us in trouble."
What? What did he do?
Remember, he said you can't have it. Oh, my headphones are dying.
My husband's a poop head.
All right. Well, Granny's going to wrap this up.
I'm getting tired too, oddly.
Hold on. What happened? I can't hear you.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We had such a great time. Google Steve Austin. I was going to say that. I don't even know who that is. Who is Steve Austin? I feel like anytime Talia references something, I have to look it up too. Steve Austin.
Okay, there you are. My headphones died. Tyler told me now. Google Steve. That's me. See, I don't know either.
I did it. Look. See?
Is Megan making fun of us?
Ugh. How do you not know who that is? I don't know.
I'm sorry. Listen, Yvette doesn't either. It's just you two.
I didn't know. No, I don't know who it is.
And whoever else is on here.
Maybe Erica knows who it is.
Yeah, do you know who that is? Okay.
No.
Because I'm always reading. See, I don't watch TV. Is it a TV person?
Most 90s kids know and respect him. Oh no,
I'm a 90s kid and I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know famous people like I should. And
I was born in 92, so.
I was born in 90s. I have no excuse. Like 1990.
I
feel like
do. Sorry, ladies. We're all alone.
I've never seen this guy in my life. Is he a fighter? He's a fighter. He's a WWE fighter.
Okay, well, see, that's why I don't know.
What are y'all doing watching WW fighting like
Yeah,
as
Megan.
a child? Like why?
I feel like I introduce you guys to all the things.
You do, like we're not sitting and watching wrestling typically.
He's a famous wrestler. Who I don't watch wrestling.
Do you guys want to hear
He's
something?
not a lover.
Do you want to hear something funny? A long time ago, my grandmother accidentally bought the entire season of like wrestling, like WW whatever wrestling on my Xfinity account, and it was like over $100 and some, and I had to call and be like, "That wasn't us. That was Grandma."
I'm gonna ask Tom. He watches wrestling.
I was 19. I hate wrestling, but everyone knows who he is. I guess we're stupid. We don't know. I was 1993. Erica says, however, I was an only child and my older male cousins loved him. It wasn't by choice.
I'm asking my husband right now if he
I'm going to
knows.
ask Tyler if he knows who it is too.
When I was a kid, I watched all the time, and then my cousins and I would wrestle.
I feel like I hope Tyler answers.
You know The Undertaker? No.
Do you know who's that? We don't know anything about wrestling, guys.
I lived under a rock.
We were like really sheltered.
I was very sheltered.
I was in a very like strict religious household.
My husband says Stone Cold Steve Austin from wrestling.
Oh, he knows.
So he knows, but he likes. Well, I don't know if this is this. He'll make fun of me because I'm gonna say UFC, but he's gonna say that's not the same. You're calling your husband in the other room.
Messages. I'm frustrated.
Every man will definitely know who that is.
He's not
on my way home. We watched Damsel Tonight, and it was amazing. Oh, is that in the theaters?
You know who Stone Cold Steve Austin is?
Keisha, we're just on the phone with our husbands in the next room asking questions.
He's a wrestler from the 90s. Okay.
I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. You know what, Talia? I don't even want to hear it because you have definitely embarrassed us in the restaurant.
Okay, let's talk about Talia for a second. We were all at Mexican eating, and our waiter comes over, and Talia goes, "Can I touch your hair? It looks super spiky." And we're like, even our kids got embarrassed.
I'm like, oh, what?
She pet his hair.
It's on Netflix. I know who that is, but I watched wrestling in middle school. Okay, Leah, we're officially outnumbered.
My husband knew who it was. I don't know who any wrestlers are. It isn't John Cena or
I just don't get embarrassed.
I know who he is. Is John Cena a wrestler? I feel like I've heard him.
Talia.
What did she say?
Inappropriate.
Yay! Okay, I know John Cena. Wendy, do you know John Cena?
Nope.
Then I'm cooler than Wendy.
Guys, I was sheltered, okay?
I only know who John Cena is because of all the commercials he's done. The Rock. Okay, I know who The Rock is.
Okay, I know who The Rock is.
I even know his real name, Dwayne Johnson. But you didn't know that. Actually, okay, now that
I did know that.
Now that we're getting more into TV personalities too, I can whip all of you guys in pop culture.
Okay. Who loves Friends?
Who loves Gilmore Girls?
Now we could talk about that. I know that all day.
We could. We love
Full House.
I don't know
Seventh Heaven. Did anybody ever watch that?
Oh, Full House. Yeah, I like Full House. Seventh Heaven. I didn't watch that religiously, but a lot of people love it. That's all duh. John Cena is. But
double duh. Okay, so duh to Friends, double duh to Gilmore Girls. But you know the cause.
Megan can't. Okay, guys, can I just embarrass Megan? I let her watch the episode where Ross gets the leather pants stuck on him, and he can't.
Oh my god!
And he's baby powdering his body. Megan fell asleep. I was so offended.
She fell asleep. Listen, I'm getting my husband to slowly watch Friends with me, and he loves it.
Megan.
Okay, but can we just talk about like each time that you watch Friends again, you catch things that you didn't notice when you first watched it the first several times. So like my favorite has always been
I'm fine.
Are you talking? Who are you talking to?
I'm fine. I'm referencing
Friends. I was like, what?
I'm fine. Sorry.
What about the Hulk Hooligan? No.
I know
Don't
who
know.
it is. Do you know why I know who it is, Erica? Because of his
Beside
reality
me a
show.
few months ago. I don't believe you, Talia, but I don't know who that is.
I saw Hulk Hogan in the car beside. No, you
I
didn't.
fell asleep.
You
You
did
fell
fall
asleep?
asleep. I was so mad at you. Can I just
Wasn't
say,
that you fell asleep? Wasn't that off Friends?
I think
What was
so
that?
too. Did you roll down the window and fangirl? Guys, I used to watch Hulk Hogan's reality show, so I do know who that is. You
Okay,
guys
but
know.
anyways, I was saying that now I feel like I'm noticing how much funnier Phoebe is, and I didn't know, like, I didn't pay attention to her as much in the first
I
several
know
times I watched Friends, and
she
now I'm like,
is.
she is so funny.
She's so funny. She really is.
I just don't like Friends. You know what, Megan?
Megan,
I'm just
we're
deleting
not
your comment.
as your friends,
This is my live stream,
we're just gonna
and
kick
I'm
you
deleting
off.
your comment right now, 'kay?
Megan doesn't like Friends. She thinks it's lame. She fell asleep on the best episode of all time. Oh my gosh, if I had let her watch the episode where Ross says, "I'm fine," and he talks about and what is it? Fajitas the entire time, and she fell asleep.
It probably
I don't know
wasn't
if our
him.
relationship could have made it through that.
That's because I watched it and didn't understand the references as a kid. Now I keep thinking this is my life. Yes.
It's true. Friends is that good.
Leah doesn't consider me a friend. Wendy doesn't love
Yes.
me, and Megan doesn't even want us friends. It's okay,
Keisha,
Talia. I deleted Megan's comment.
Keisha, you missed it earlier. I was saying my friends and Talia accidentally, and she's gonna take it to her grave. She's never gonna let me forget it. I mean, like my friends and now Talia, but it didn't.
Oh, guys, you're funny. Look, we have 10 people watching us not read now.
Really?
Guys, I swear we were reading earlier, but you came at the end.
You can't delete my heart.
Now we're talking about TV.
Can everybody
But you can't delete my heart.
I'm so sorry, Talia. Oh, guys, okay.
I think for me it's because it's outdated.
Megan!
Yeah, you know what? I will say I loved Full House as a kid, but now when I watch Full House, I cringe. I'm like,
It is a little
this is
outdated.
so cheesy. Why did I like this?
I still love it. Can everybody comment if they love The Office because that's one of my all-time
Ew, I
favorite
hate The
series.
Office.
I have watched it over 12 or 13 times, maybe more. I don't know. I love
What about Boy Meets World?
Boy Meets World. It's Boy Meets World.
I liked Boy Meets World. It's
Megan.
true.
It's true. The Office is the best. Thank you, Megan. I do love The Office. Okay, good. Finally, some people love The Office.
My husband loves The Office.
My favorite is when he says, "I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious." Everything on The Office is so funny. Boy Meets World.
I like
Corey.
How I Met Your Mother. I've never watched that.
Oh my gosh, Talia, me too. Legend. Wait for it. Dairy. Legendary. I love How I Met Your Mother. I used to be obsessed with
Listen,
that.
we're talking about TV, so Megan really is chiming in.
Megan's like, "Oh my gosh, my moment."
Megan's like, I know all the shows.
Megan's like over there sweating, like, this is my jam.
She's like, I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Megan said, "See, I used to watch all those other shows."
My kids have been watching Dennis the Menace all week. It was my fave.
I love that. I love Dennis the Menace,
Corey
but only the ones with the
husband
worst.
goals. Yes.
Corey is husband goals. He's so great. It's my favorite.
But I don't have it with Friends, so I just can't get into it. So is Mr. Feeney.
Mr. Feeney is so great.
Oh, see, we all like Boy Meets World.
I'm surprised that
Listen, guys, at least I know one thing we're talking about.
I'm surprised that our generation didn't name more people Topanga.
Mr. Feeney is the love of my life.
I used to want to name my daughter Topanga. And I was like, nah. Sounds like Tongan or something.
But I have dad issues.
Talia, I love you so much. Please don't hate me. I love you.
Who watched Saved by the Bell? Me.
Oh, I
love
did.
Saved by the Bell.
Love that show. Do you know that two members of Saved by the Bell now have shows on Food Network?
I loved Saved by the Bell. I watched it before school every morning.
It was really good. It's a great show. I love all TV. I think
Wendy is going to end this live and go to bed.
We do have to be at church early tomorrow.
But thank you guys for joining our sprint and supporting us.
Yay, thank you. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for coming. And we will do a sprint this coming Saturday. What is it? Let me see the date because I don't know dates. Hold on. Let's do another sprint on Saturday.
Topanga made me cringe.
The 16th on my channel. So subscribe. So
You lived an innocent life.
you.
Thank you for supporting us. You're
As a child,
so
I thought
sweet.
he was the sweetest, coolest kid, but the name Topanga just made me cringe.
It does. I do not love the name Topanga.
Topanga. Indy, are we the same? Topanga.
I don't even know, but Topanga is not a great name. I do agree.
Awful. What? Why can't I remember? Oh, Sean and Corey. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us in our very eclectic live where we read very little and talked a lot.
Next time, I'll probably have to make it a little earlier, or I don't know.
It sounds like the name of a monkey.
Topanga. I agree.
Like a chimpanzee.
I agree.
What is the one name of a monkey that sounds similar to Topanga? It's something. I know.
I don't know monkey names.
Oh, Talia, you're so funny. All righty. All right.
We'll see you guys later.
Kid just woke
Tapioca pudding.
Tapioca. Oh my gosh. That's actually good stuff.
Oh,
all right.
gosh.
Bye, everybody. We are so happy that you guys came on.
Bye, guys.
Bye.